I'm over here trying to create a zen space, and then my frickin' soda spills over. So if you've spilled any soda on anything, it's only on this cloth, by the way. Well, it's starting to go through, or at least I thought about it. It's not on anything. But if you've spilled soda recently, right place, right space. Because, wow. And because I've spilled soda there, I can't set Dylin in his usual spot, so maybe you can't put something where you thought you'd be able to put it, so you have to make adjustments. I don't know, I'm not really feeling compelled to clean this up. It's okay, Habibi. Okay. Then I gotta clean all this up. Maybe you got a little cleaning you gotta do. Maybe you got some chores, like a little list or something that you gotta get done. That's not like something you have to be in a super rush for, or even like particularly have a plan for it. Like, I don't even have my jewelry on for starting this reading, and my sigil paper's over here instead of where it usually should be. I'm gonna give it to Wan Wan. It's not even real chaos, and it just kind of, it feels like it, but like I'm very giggly about it. I'm like, oh, would you look at this? I've had all day to record something, and then my space was a little messy when I was about to sit and record. No, I spilled my Dr. Pepper. No, where's Dylin? Oh, Dylin, the spot where Dylin sits is exactly where the Dr. Pepper is. Oh my gosh. But like, it's very little. It's very little soda. Yeah, I ain't be drinking water anyway. That could be something. Drink water. Yeah, wanted to share that because that was silly. I'll be back. That's right, Squeak. Go ahead and help me clear this space. Hi, everybody. Oh, I haven't even put my jewelry on. Okay. Well, it's okay, Squeaky. I'm just moving. Okay. Well, let's see how well anyone can be seen. Okay, we're good. Make it. See it for Squeak. Then you'll help me during this reading, won't you, Squeaky? Oh. Okay. Well, there's a cat in this reading, so. Have to be. Now we gotta go ahead and get jewelried up. So, Squeaky, you go? No, come here. Oh, she gone. Squeaky, jump away. She'll be back. That was not the right finger. Maybe you're gonna put something on that's too small. Like maybe you're gonna put on the shoe that's wrong. This. Everything is lovingly in frame. I still want to have plenty of room for actual things. I don't want anyone being gypped out of what's theirs. There we go. Lion and elephant said, "Let us be seen." Okay, thank you, lady. I'm chillin', you're chillin'. You're chillin', I'm chillin'. You want a tarot reading? Yeah, I knew you did. I knew you did. Welcome to the tent, a place for people who enjoy sitting in the betwixt and between and just peering beyond the veil for funsies, of course, because life is serious enough, so why not ask some silly questions? Right now I'm going ahead and I'm cleansing the space, and I'm going to open it up. So I'm sweeping away stale old energies that aren't necessarily good or bad, but just not what we need today. So we have a nice open space. Then I'm going to go ahead and fill this nice open space with yummy incense. Who are we calling on today? He's very loud. So we're going to call on Apollo. So maybe someone has an affinity for Apollo. Maybe you have an affinity for the sun. Maybe the black sun means something to you. Black Mesa. Half-Life 2. Maybe Half-Life. Maybe you're a student or someone in a career where Half-Life is in some degree important to you. Or like maybe you were dealing with something. Or maybe you just played some Half-Life today. Anyway, Apollo, help us light it up. The Fallout Boy is stuck in my head. Light it up, up, light it up, light it up, up, I'm on fire. That. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna light this incense so that we can fill the air. Today's incense is cedar, which is very nice. Usually I go for like more floral scents. So go ahead, take in all this yummy incense, and we're going to use it to fill this space. And now, Squeak. Hello, baby. She'll figure it out. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up this space for channels. So maybe you're going to have a nice little present surprise from a tiny friend, whether it be a human or not human, tiny friend, just something that like, you know, spooky. Okay, come on, come on, come on, jump up, you can make it, come on. Do you need me to pick you up, sweetie? Come on, you coming? There you go. So maybe you're going to go. Oh, you're going to go out with someone, you're going to hang out. So let's go ahead, let's continue. So I'm going to open up this space, and then I'm going to connect me to this space. I'm going to connect the mirror I scry with to this space. I'm going to connect Squeak to this space, and then I'm going to connect you to this space. Now, don't worry, I'll make sure to disconnect us at the end of this. Even if I forget to do it on camera, I definitely did it off camera because I'm not big on having a bunch of tethers. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and live shuffle your decks. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and give you your pre-download messages. So cat's obviously a big thing for you. Squeaky Squeak is right here. I don't know if she's in frame of the camera or if she'll come out. But tigers came through for you. I guess Freya is also hanging out here. Setmet, that's that dark. Ooh, what's that sound? Six of Swords. Oh, that's this tarot deck. Very loud. This is the Pocket Witch Tarot. Maybe you're beginning your spiritual journey in whatever degree it is. And it's not necessarily like a tarot journey or going into the craft. It could easily be like a new religious routine, or I'm hearing like a health wellness routine, like you're starting up something that you're going to be a true beginner in. What do you see with your special eyes, Squeaky? Oh, I did not realize that those decks. Oh, wow. So something like a surprise fit, something that worked out. Because that's very funny how I didn't catch that a few of these cards were in this deck. And if I wasn't looking down, I probably wouldn't have noticed. You got the Fool. He said, hello, I'm present. I want to be here. So new beginnings. You got some fun new beginnings coming in. So that's going to be great. Maybe someone likes to stargaze. Maybe someone has been getting into the stars. Maybe astrology is something that, like, you know, I'm hearing specifically say astrology is something you're eating up right now. Hey, Diva, your astrological charts are 10 out of 10. I'm hearing astrogeography. What is it? It's the where you use your astrology chart to show what places you would do well in, like what geographical places you would do well in. Oh, you got rewards. You got big rewards coming, baby. Maybe you got some store rewards that you don't know that you have. That'll be cute. I would like to describe things as cute, apparently. Oh, Squeak is just sitting here on this edge of the desk. All cute. But back to your pre-download messages. So sorry. Ooh, the Tower. Yeah, there's a great change coming. I don't see the Tower as a bad card. I actually like the Tower. It's a very fun card. But you've got a great change coming to you. Ooh, I'm getting Cinderella Castle vibes. What are you? 8. Ooh, excuse me. Burp. 8 of Pentacles, which is also amazing. That means that it's hard earned. Did you burn down your own tower? I'm hearing you knocked it down with a sledgehammer. You said this is more personal than arson. More personal than... Okay, Queen of Wands. It's more personal than arson, I see. More personal than arson. And then 6 of Coins. Giving what I got. Or you're using what you were given. It's giving Parable of the Sower. You took your talent that you were given and you didn't bury it in the dirt to sit and rot. You went and you worked in fields, baby. Wow. Oh my God, this is not one of the pre-download messages, but I guess Harvest is also going to be one for you. Playful vibes are really up. Like right now, I'm playful. There's little Squeaky here. Squeaky is a Gemini, June 1st. So if that's important, if you're a Gemini, you're asking about a Gemini, maybe you're a twin, you have a twin. Elephant spirits are popping up an important 3 of Coins. You've got help and assistance coming in. Potentially that help is ancestral, being living or passed on. It just depends on what Squeak. So Squeak just moved the phone as she tried to rub her face against it. So maybe it's more of like a in this life, current and living in this 3D kind of ancestor. Because, you know, who can you call on the phone? The person has to be able to pick up the phone for you to call them. Or maybe it's someone that you used to call a lot. It's someone who wants you to call on them. Great. 10 of Coins. Yeah, legacy ancestors. Okay. So we got some ancestral help going on here. That's very nice. Coming out in the pre-download messages, just showing like you're loved and that you're cared for. Getting a lot of throwback vibes. Drink more water is an important thing. Specifically, I spilled my sody pop while I was preparing things and getting ready. So maybe you just spilled soda or you just spilled something. I'm hearing someone is feeling like they are being tumbled into balance specifically. Like I'm being shown a dryer that you can like look into and see the clothes, like a side load dryer, and you can just kind of see the clothes spinning, and then like while they're spinning they're getting pressed. Like you put like woolen balls in it, the ones that help whenever you've got clothes in the dryer to stop clinging, and also sometimes they can help like steam or whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's being deposited to me, but yeah. Maybe someone's washing their clothes right now. Maybe you need to wash your clothes. Maybe that's why I was seeing a dryer. Maybe you spilled something on your clothes and that's why you are drying your clothes. Maybe you're at a laundromat. I'm seeing the Cartoon Network old style cartoon where the cartoon characters are at that laundromat. I think it was during a heat wave. Maybe there was unusual heat. Maybe you have been having little heat flashes. Maybe your AC is being strange and there's heat, or maybe you're on a hemisphere or you're watching this right now in a place where there was just a heat flash. This message is timeless. So there's just some intense weather, because on the opposite side of that is maybe there was like an intense cold snap. Page of Cups and the Moon. Yeah, that's that playfulness. That's that joy. That's that even though the unknown and the unseen are here, The odds that the unseen is something scary and awful to me are the same as the odds that it is something good and kind for me. The darkness isn't necessarily bad. Darkness is just, I can't see it. So, whoever that is, take that. Love a trickster deck. Drink more water. Another pre-download. Baby, take your time. What's the rush? I'm getting your playlist shuffle hitting just right. So if you just recently were just chilling, you're like, wow, the playlist is really hitting good. Oh, I saw 10 of Cups. Playlist is really hitting good. I'm feeling it. I'm getting like a sad playlist hit. Like maybe you're hearing a song that you've heard a lot. You're re-listening to it, and for some reason now it finally makes sense. Like you're understanding a cadence, you're understanding a meaning that the song, you can come back up, Squeak. You're understanding a meaning that the song had that maybe you didn't have the experience for, maybe you didn't have like an equivalent, maybe like maybe it's something you were unfamiliar with. Like specifically I'm seeing like a breakup song, like where someone's pining, and maybe like you liked the song, it was good, and you understood what the song was about. Like you understood it was about like, oh, okay, this person doesn't believe me, they're silly, like I can't get them out of my head even though they're goofy. However, now you've got this other side of like, maybe you've gone through a breakup, maybe you just have a little more experience in life, or maybe one day none of that has happened, it just decided to click for you. If that's happened, welcome. Throwback vibes. So maybe it was like I said, an old song that maybe like you've heard 30,000 times. Hi, Squeak. Come here. Maybe you just had a surgery. You just had a surgery. Maybe you're in recovery for the surgery. Hangman, you're just letting things happen. You're just letting life be. In the sun, you're finding balance in yourself as well. Because the opposite of the sun, well, not the opposite, but the other side of the sun is the moon. It is its counterpart. It is the, oh, no, Squeak, Squeak. No. Sorry, that's an incense, baby. You can't go for the incense. Yeah, maybe you're reaching, maybe, yeah, it's something you didn't understand. Maybe there's some help coming in. Maybe there's someone pulling you away, like a maternal figure or something, and you're finally like listening to them. And I'm not talking about like someone trash, like someone who actually has like good advice for you. Childhood movies and shows, specifically the Phineas and Ferb movie. I'm hearing Candace and Vanessa singing Busted. I know that's not in the Phineas and Ferb movie, but it's what's coming to me. Girl, don't you mess with that plant. Walking dude plants, or maybe like crawling plants, so spider plants could be a thing, specifically spider plants wrapping around the kitchen. If you're thinking about doing that, go for it. I'm getting that would be really dope. Dogs in general, as you see, Wan Wan is over here hanging out. And Homeward Bound, Sassy, specifically encourage the cowardly dog. Awesome. So those are your pre-download messages. I was doing your shuffle, and now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make your sigil. So for some, oh wow, they're gonna be so upset. I know exactly what the sigil is gonna be. They didn't trance me out for this one, guys. Usually they trance me out. Wow. Maybe you're finding disruptions in peace, or peace in disruptions. You know, you've got a lot of responsibilities. You got to keep one eye on what you're doing, and you can't stop, but you've got other stuff that you can't not pay attention to. Maybe you have a child or a small pet. Squeak. Come on. Oh my gosh. You suck. Like, even now, like, I'll be honest, I'm not a perfect person. So usually I would be like annoyed by her at this point and be like, girl, get out of this room, blah, blah, blah. But I'm in like such a chill vibe. And honestly, she's not like even doing anything awful because, again, she's a baby. And she's just hanging out and fighting sleep right now. Maybe someone watching this is fighting sleep. Maybe someone watching this just had to deal with an individual who was fighting sleep for various reasons. Maybe it's because they're excited. What? Are you coming back after running away from me? Maybe they're just excited. I think that's a vibe. Sweet. And your sigil is done. So go ahead, take a look at this guy, get a screenshot if you need it. I auto draw these, so there's no rhyme or reason to any loop, line, or circle or mark that I do or do not make. You can ask me about this sigil and we can sit and we can ponder and we can ruminate on it together if you want. However, I know as much about this sigil as you do. In fact, you know more about this sigil than I do, because if this is your reading, then this is your sigil. Yes, Squeak, you want to come back up? Come on. Good baby. Ooh, she scratched me. But she didn't do it on purpose. So maybe that's something that's going to happen. You're going to invite somebody to go with you to the grocery store. You're going to invite someone to go with you to your local grocery store. And maybe there's going to be like, I'm not even going to use the word altercation. Like, maybe there's going to be a light issue. Kind of like Squeaky scratching me, but like, I don't even see it. I more feel it. By the way, that's our question. What we're asking is, if you went to your local grocery store, what would happen? Hi, everybody. Yeah, this is still the thing. So let's see if Squeak's even letting me have space. Like, maybe you don't need to go to the grocery store this week, because like usually I've got plenty of space, but everyone wanted to be here. Like Dylin's here, all these beads are here, tiger and elephant hanging out. Wan's actually on the blanket. Squeak is up here. Then I've got all these decks and everything's like kind of crowded, but I can still like shuffle and chill and stuff. So it's giving me like fridge vibes, where maybe the reason you're going to your local grocery store is just for snacks. Maybe it's just because you're like, oh, I want to get out of the house, but like the mall is a lot, but like, let me go ahead and get out. I'm seeing like bakery aisle. Maybe you found a recipe online that you want to go ahead and try out. Maybe it's you and a friend, because again, a companion here. Maybe you have found a like recipe for your pet. Vulnerable. Aw. Maybe you're making a peach pie. Maybe you're making something with stone fruit in it. Again, I'm getting playful, cozy. I think you're gonna get a coffee before you go, or you're someone of the persuasion to get a coffee. If you're one of the people where whenever you go grocery shopping, you've got to grab a coffee, or like you want to because it's like your little cute shopping day. Right place, right space. I literally wanted to make a coffee before I did this reading. However, before I do readings, peek behind the curtain, before I do readings, I usually brush my teeth, just because it's a whole thing. It's a part of my ritual, and I really had the craving for a coffee. Fun and real lime. Like, even me sitting here, I'm really just shuffling the cards. Usually at this point, I'm like, I've moved them and someone has jumped out, but there's like no urgency. It's oh yeah, we're absolutely making this video and we're talking about it. Oh wow. There are some messages. Gather. Yeah, you're going to the grocery store. You're just gathering probably some snacks, chilling. Maybe you're out of litter. Maybe you're out of pet. But like, you're out of something that's like maybe it's a time, maybe it's a day where you're like, well, I got to go ahead and get it today. So see, coffee. Coffee in the morning. Yeah, you're gathering stuff and you're like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just make a day for me. I think one of the reasons you're going to the local grocery store is you're deciding to have yourself a little day. Maybe you go put your feet in the ocean at the beach. Maybe you go out for food and get something. I say that because there are little shells on this. Like, these are little shells. There you go, Dylin. Hold those for me. Defense. No, very chill. Okay, so as soon as I saw this card, I literally saw like beanie, hoodie, sweater, bulky, something that's like not gonna overwhelm you, but like, you know how grocery stores are sometimes like colder no matter what time of year. Like, you're really just doing a cozy little walk. This is nice. You're going to your local grocery store because you want to have just a nice little you day. You just want to shake your hair. And you're going to be so cute. Maybe you're going to wear red. Maybe you like to wear things with cherries on them. Sakaramban is specifically popping up to me. Cherries, not sakura blossoms. I think there's someone who's out there who's very particular about that. So for whatever reason, someone does that to you often, where you're like, I'm really into cherries, but they keep giving you sakura blossoms, or maybe like you love cherries a lot, but like you can't understand why people like cherry blossom things, or vice versa. No, you're gonna have like, I think it's very chill. I actually think it's gonna be very mindless, because I'm sitting here and I am getting downloads and information for you, but really it's more of like a, hey, you can like just go out of the house like with small goals, and one of the goals being to enjoy yourself and have a good time with, and I'm hearing like without guilt, like to do something with grace, to sit and chill. 10 of coins. Yeah, your ancestors are like, you should chill. Like, it's a coffee. It's a coffee. Go enjoy it. If I'm hearing like specifically like, if that $7 coffee is really putting you in the hole, you are already in the hole, baby. Now, if you're getting $7 coffee like every day, at that point, like, you need to get a coffee machine and figure it out. But also, that's your life. Like, if you want a $7 coffee every day, like that, what is it? 7 times 7 is 49. $49 shouldn't be the difference. $49 a week should not be the difference between you and your light bill. It is their bigger problems, but we're not talking about this. Oh, so do you leave the house and get away because you don't want no confrontation? I think this is why you're getting out of the house. I was wondering. So maybe someone's trying to try you and you're like, you know what? I'm not down for this. I'm going to adjust this. Like, I'm not down for this. I'm going to go get my coffee. I could stomp them out and it would be good, but you know what? It is not worth it. I would choose peace over this. 6 of Swords. I'm just going to leave that behind, go for calmer waters. And the calmer waters for me are my local grocery store. 8 of Cups, you leaving them behind. Yeah. See? Ooh, the Pocket Tarot, the Pocket Witch Tarot telling me all your business. I love this. The dragons stay telling me your business too. And then Dylin, we're gonna pull out a rune a little later. Yeah, they love telling your business. I'm being so for real, but in a loving way. I love that I say in a loving way, and then we get the Empress, which is like that. It's that maternal. Yeah, she be telling your business, but like, you know, sometimes they don't even be telling business. Maybe someone has a mother who tells all their business. Maybe this is the individual that you're taking that moment away from, that breath away. So I see this is the individual that you're either going to the grocery store with, where this person was a mediator for you, where the person was a mediator. Oh my God. 2 of Wands. Yeah, they told you to back off and just chill. And then Page of Coins, we gonna hear some good news later. Or, you know what, that Page of Coins was really giving me more of like a, when this blows over, let's go ahead and leave while this blows over and we'll chill. 6 of Swords, once again, you got that twice. Yeah. Okay, so the thing that inspires this Zen trip to your local grocery store is somebody done got on your nerves real bad, baby. Like, real bad. Like, someone got you twisted in a special way. it would seem. However, I'm very proud of you, because I'm seeing like the person who in the situation where it's somebody else like, hey, telling you like, hey, chill, this ain't worth it. We gonna get ours in the right time. We just got to do it the right way and everything will be good. Let's you go out and get a coffee and just relax and forget about them. They want to get under your skin. No, I think that's for everybody. That's someone wants to get under your skin, whether it's somebody else. Oh, sorry, whether it's this Empress informing you, hey, and this is like this person, this Empress right here doesn't really strike me, the world at the bottom. Yeah, it doesn't really strike me as specifically someone who is feminine, but it's someone who you would associate with trust. Someone who could walk up to you and say, hey, just leave it alone. And even if you had like intense beef with somebody, you would in fact leave it alone, at least for a moment, because this person asked. Or vice versa. The reason you're trying to step away and not have intense beef with this person is because they are usually that individual. However, they got you twisted somehow. Hi. I guess someone's a fan of cats and bass, because I don't know if you guys saw Squeak kind of rub her face against this deck. You want buesas? Thank you. Oh my gosh. 3 of Cups over the 3 of Swords. Or your 3 of Swords is going to lead you. Yeah, you know, a lot of 3s. This is that Empress energy. Okay, so this is somebody who, again, this is the side where you have fight and conflict, and this is the person who you are stepping away from. And then there's the 3 of Cups, where this is the person who is a comrade and attempting to soothe you. I'm hearing it could also be an amalgamation of it, and you guys just kind of figure it out, and that's why you guys go to the grocery store together, because you're like, you know what, if we have a common goal and we're actually doing something, then we won't argue, and we both like to shop. Let's, you know, we said what we said, we did what we did. We're I'm not gonna cut them off. There's no reason to. This is petty, this is small, this is something that shouldn't escalate beyond this dumb moment. So, you know, let's just get out of here. Let's get in the car. Let's go to the store. Let's get a cute little coffee. Let's hang out. Let's vibe. Let's remember that we like each other. That 3 of Swords said, I'm not going nowhere. Yeah. Oh, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. But that's coming back home. Some of y'all, this is a partner. Like, partner of various ways. Like, I'm seeing, like, in some instances. So, like, 4 of Wands. Why do I want to cover up? See, the peach dragon's on the bottom, vulnerable. So it's someone who you feel vulnerable with, or someone who makes you feel vulnerable, or someone like you're comfortable with vulnerability. Oh yeah, sorry, it was Grace. I forgot which one was there. Pit fruit is stone fruit is very important. Both cherries and peaches are stone fruit. You know, very cool. Why did I shuffle that? I was trying to show you the 4 of Wands, but we also got the Knight of Coins too. The Knight of Coins had tried to peek out earlier, but I'd like kind of moved past it. So maybe it's also somebody who is more slow moving and stuff like that. I'm specifically seeing it in like relation to information. Like maybe someone ordered something incorrectly and it's like, hey, go ahead and calm down. This is going to take a little longer than we originally anticipated. However, we are still going to get it. Let's go ahead and step out. Yeah, this is going to take longer than we thought, but we didn't really have anything to do today outside of this. So instead of sitting and letting, I guess, like, let it marinate, instead of sitting and letting this consume us and being upset, let us choose the option of, well, you know, this sucks, but we're gonna get what we want. And in fact, let's go ahead and make another plan in our day and get us a nice little coffee. Why hurt ourselves? That was trying to put itself in reverse. It's like, why hurt ourselves? Why would we live in 3 of Swords when we can live in 3 of Cups? The World also came out, so it's like completion and things like that. So like, again, maybe it's an argument that y'all have all the time. Maybe it's not a real argument, and that's why you're stepping away from it. 8 of Coins again. You hard worker. That's 8 of Cups, sorry. Oh wait, no, 8 of Coins did come up. 8 of Coins came up when we were doing the early shuffle. Come on, come back up. Come on. You see how she keeps coming back up. Come on, come on, come on. You can come up. Her eyes are all wide, so she wants to play. So maybe that's it. Maybe there's somebody who like wanted to play a little more. That King of Coins. Yeah, coins keep coming up. Very slow moving, but very hard working. 9 of Cups. Card of manifestation. Hi, Squeak. See, it took her a second, but she came back up. See, she keeps going, but she keeps coming back. Maybe that's it. Maybe someone has a squeaky voice. Maybe someone likes to talk a lot. Let me put this King of Coins here, because we got an Empress, we got a King of Coins, we got this Knight of Coins over here. Yeah, like the information's coming in. Again, it seems like the reason you're going to the grocery store, fascinating enough, is because you're like, I don't want problems where there literally are not problems. We gonna be, that Empress here, I'd already pre-shuffled and cleanses, so this energy's sitting back here when it's also up here. Again, a very strong maternal energy. Again, does not have to actually be a woman. It's and then this Cancer card. The Chariot is ruled by Cancer. The Cancer is usually referred to as the mother of the zodiac. I wanted to say the mother of the tarot, which that'd be this. I think it's very funny because this is Taurus energy often whenever you see her. But yeah, it's very Cancerian. Maybe it's 4th of July issue or something. Maybe I don't even think it's related to a major holiday, like real time. Christmas is around the corner. Hanukkah, last night of Hanukkah was yesterday. Christmas is in a few days. Kwanzaa's after that. Every holiday is popping up. Yeah, you're getting joy. You're getting the sun. This grocery store trip is going to be like really good. Maybe it's going to be a sunny day when you go to the grocery store. Specifically, I'm seeing like kind of like an overcast, dreary kind of day. Yeah, but and then this Queen of Cups. I think that like, so whoever's going to drive you to, ooh, drive is very specific. So originally when I was like drive to the grocery store. So, okay. Since you want to be here so bad. But when I was like drive to the grocery store, originally I was like, oh yeah, they drove you to the grocery store because they drove you crazy. But I'm also saying an instance it can have the other meaning of drive, which is they literally are the ones who drove you to the grocery store. Maybe someone you drove with to the grocery store. Overall, I'm getting good vibes. New beginning is fascinating to pop up. Let's ask about that. Because it really wanted to pop out in a flourish. And it surprised me. Because again, you're going on a trip to a local grocery store. So maybe there's going to be a surprising new beginning that is linked to, I think maybe like the journey. Because specifically that happened when I was talking about like the drive to the grocery store. How you're going to get to the grocery store. So maybe you're going to get a phone call. Maybe you're waiting for a phone call for something. It's going to be a surprise, even if it's an opportunity that you were expecting, maybe because like you put an application for it, or like maybe you've talked about it with somebody and they said they would get back to you. Something about when it gets to you. There's a big emphasis on news and information. The Knight of Coins specifically, I think it's very fascinating that I'd originally interpreted him as like, oh, we're gonna get the message, we're gonna get information. And that's usually the interpretation of a page. The pages are the messengers. So like the Page of Coins is the one who brings in good news. The Knight of Coins is the one who brings in offers. Solid in this case, because Knights bring in offers. In this case, it's coins, so this is material offers. Or something of that. Something that has grounding. An offer of substance. Sometimes. So. Oh, that was for somebody. Someone said you don't need to say nothing else about that. But yeah, tell me about this trickster. That's what I was asking about. You got 2 cards. Something about 2 is important. Something about 2 is important. Again, 10 of Cups, the Star. You got great cards, my guy. You're someone who finds hope in all the situations. I was going to say in a hopeless place, but I don't think that hope, see, it came out. It heard me talking about him. He said, there's good news coming. But no, you are someone who finds hope in any place, like not even a hopeless place. I think that you don't believe that there are hopeless places, or if you do, you think that it takes a lot for something to qualify as a hopeless place. I find that very, oh gosh, you make your own magic, the magician, and you decided how you wanted your day to be. Page of Wands. These cards are just like starting to flip. I think that like the energy is flowing, that everyone's going. But then you've got like this Page of Wands, which is a spark, an inspiration, a drive. So something about like the drive is very important. Like I'm not really getting much about what's happening when you're actually at the grocery store, other than like maybe you grabbed a coffee before or after, maybe you're walking around chilling. I'm seeing like specifically like TJ Maxx, Ross, one of those stores as well. Like you've decided to make it a day. Ace of Wands, you're gonna get inspired, because this is like the aces are like usually in traditional tarot, it's like a hand coming out of the sky, and she's like the hand of God, because aces are like the raw true beginning. These are all the tools of the magician. The aces are the tools of the magician and stuff. So this is literally his wand, how he wields the fire element. Someone really wanted someone to know that. Maybe you need to get into tarot, or maybe you have just gotten into tarot. There's something specifically about the meanings. I don't even think it's specifically you need to get into divination. There's something about the major arcana and how the major arcana interacts with the minors. That is going to be important to you. Like, yeah, if you go forth and you're like, oh, I want to divine and I wish to pull my own cards and I want to do things, that's totally okay. But I'm getting more of a sense that it's not so much that someone, again, that ancestral energy and vibe coming through on the table, where there's a message in there for you. Like specifically, like there's, like I'm seeing a key in something unlocking. Like there is a message in specifically how the major arcana interacts with the 4 minor suits. So kind of like how I just explained, the aces are all the tools of the magician, and if you notice, the magician is 1 and the ace is 1. And so the magician is a step after the fool, where the fool has infinite potential because he doesn't have a grasp on anything. And the magician, while technically more limited than the fool, is in his own way more powerful than the fool because he has grasped concepts. Now, mind you, the magician hasn't only grasped one concept. The magician has learned how to use the elements, fire, water, air, earth, in tandem. And the in tandem is the body of the magi is in itself a tool. Like, for instance, oh, sorry, baby. Some of you are scared to use tools. When I picked this up, Squeak did a little jump. She was kind of asleep. She didn't know what I was picking up, but then as soon as she looked up, she's like, oh, that's a broom. So maybe that's why someone wants you to do a little more deep. Like, there's someone who needs to look up like tools. Like, I'll give you a starter. If you're here and you need to look up tools, look up why, like, just look up brooms and its relation to the craft, or like what people culturally, traditionally use brooms for, what's its symbolism and things like that. Like, I'm getting that from that there was a fear simply because there was a lack of knowledge. So there's someone out there, someone's, I'm not even going to say one person. This is like a good kind of amalgamation. For me to feel it, it's got to be a good chunk of you or somebody who's very intense. And in this case, I hope that it's not just one person, because that was like a little wave of fear. And it was from the tool. And it was really because, like, what is that? That could be anything. I've heard of this. Well, study to show thyself approved is what I'm getting. Maybe some of you are of the Bible philosophy. Maybe that's what you like. In fact, let me go ahead and get you guys a scripture. Do a little bibliomancy. Maybe there's someone who needs to do some bibliomancy. if you're having trouble with where to start with like a Bible study, and this isn't just Bible, like you know, your Quran, your Torah, your other your iTunes, your other biblical texts and stuff like that. Some of you are fond of the Necronomicon, apparently. That's okay, I guess. You just gotta know what you're dealing with. Squeak just shook her head like, I hope they're not okay with the Necronomicon. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna open it. We're gonna roll our dice. Our dice is gonna tell us what number to look for. 5. The first 5 I see is right. I will make Rabbi a pasture for camels, and Ammon a resting place for sheep. Then you will know that I am the Lord. Okay, so this is judgment against Ammon. So for anybody who is of the biblical persuasion, because we're not going to get super into that. That's not what this is, unless someone wants to. Tell me in the comments. I'm sorry, Squeak. But it's Ezekiel 25. So 25 and 5 was specifically wholehearted contempt. Therefore, I will stretch out my hand against you. Oh, this talks about justice. So this talks about judgment and justice. So honestly, I would go ahead, check out Ezekiel 25 if you are of the persuasion. This one just happens to be the... Is this New International or is this... Oh. The Christian Standard Bible. This is for understanding. No version is better than the others. But there's no best Bible, but there are bad ones. There's no best religious text, but there are bad religious texts. And I'm going to leave that there. There's no best one, but there are worst ones. No, you're very giggly. You're very good. You're going to enjoy your trip to the local grocery store. Okay, boys. Win. Why am I? Win, you don't do runes and sigils. You already did your talk. I'm gonna go ahead. DJ is not up here. And I'm not grabbing DJ. Knight of Cups. Okay, someone's gonna be... Oh, so I saw clarity, and I don't know why I thought that said charity. I think someone's gonna be very kind to you, very sweet. And that's gonna be very good. Maybe someone's gonna buy the coffee for you. Maybe you're gonna buy the coffee. 6 of coins. Yeah, someone's gonna be generous, charitable to you. That's gonna be very nice, very sweet. This is such a cozy, like, usually I would feel like this is crowded, but something about this vibe is giving me more of a cozy kind of feel. Like, I think maybe you're gonna have a cute, cozy day. Maybe you go to a nice little coffee shop and enjoy yourself. I don't think I even shuffled that, so... Oh, who are you? Is this who's gonna give? 8 of Swords. The only person who can make you have a bad day is you. In this instance. Now, there are people who can contribute to your bad day. But... Oh, and here's that Justice. Again. I think you're doing great. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab our homie, Dylin. Dylin is a Grinchel. Such a sweet, sweet baby. He has the feeling of being watched when you are in the woods. Dylin, where are your runes? Oh, they're over here. Maybe you're gonna, like, gently misplace something. And whenever I mean, like, gently misplaced is like, oh, where's that thing that I had? And then, like, you look for half a second and you find it. You're probably gonna do that with your keys, maybe. Maybe while you're looking for your keys, you're gonna be, like, slightly distracted by whatever the reason is. You're like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave the house. And I'm hearing decompress. and not everyone is going to be decompressed in the sense of you're having a like minor altercation with someone or like any type of altercation. Sometimes a decompress that I'm hearing is, I've been in this house for way too long. Like, it's that kind of thing. I've been in the house for way too long, and you know what? I do have stuff I gotta get. And you know what? If I'm out anyway, why not just do me? I think that's beautiful. Self-care looks good on you, Diva. Okay, Dylin. Give us your Grincholic knowledge. One. Also, I've been noticing my golem's been getting away with delivering you guys extra dope. I think I know his favorite runes. So this is Rido, and this is Vehicle. And I think that Dylin just really like helped confirm that something about the ride to when you go to your local grocery store is going to be significant. Something specifically about when you're in the vehicle, maybe in the vehicle, around the vehicle, something about the ride itself. Because like I said, while I was doing this, nothing's really coming out about you being in the store. Maybe you sip and shop as well. There are some stores where they allow you to sip and shop. So maybe you're 21 plus watching this. If so, welcome. Some people said watch that sip and shop, you know, get your one little glass of wine and actually sip while you shop. They said if you're at that little shop getting you a coffee before you go to the store, make sure you get a sandwich as well. Also make sure you drink some water. But no, the ride's very important. There's something moving forward. You're getting communication. That 8 of Wands. You're getting communication. You're going to get some information. It's going to be good. It's going to be very charitable to you. No, I think it's vibes. Well, you know, I think here at the tent, we got tigers coming through again. Oh, sorry, I don't mean like here at the tent. We have tigers coming through. The tigers had better not be at this tent at this time of the evening. The tigers had better be at their tent. But that's not my business. I don't deal with the animals. I love them, but I don't deal with them. I love them. I don't deal with them. I don't deal with them. They're too big. I love me. I'm like, I don't deal with them animals as I have an animal in my lap. That's different. This is a different type of cat. It's a different type of cat. Maybe you have a tortie at home. Maybe you like torties. Maybe you like cats with attitude. Squeak doesn't have tortitude. Oh wow, I've usually caught all of them. Squeak does not have Ooh, 10 of Swords in reverse. These cards should not be in reverse, so that's funny. No, babe, you're great. You're ending your grievances. You've decided what you're going to stand for. The moon. There's another kitty. Maybe you have a cat. Maybe you like cats. Maybe cats are important to you, specifically black cats with gold accents of any degree. Maybe I'm specifically seeing like a pearl dog collar. So maybe you're one of those people where you like to dress your pets up fancy and like their personality shines through in their clothes. 5 of Cups. Yeah, like it's spilled milk. Whatever the issue is the reason that's why you go to the grocery store, I'm getting it's you choosing to clear your head rather than engage in senseless silliness is going to pay off for you in a way that you didn't understand. Like, it's the way that it's going to pay off is going to be unrelated. Like, it won't be directly related to it. The biggest thing I'm getting is because you chose to exist and cultivate a state of mind that wasn't aggy, that you being in that chill kind of energy when this communication comes in, when this energy comes in, is gonna be a big thing. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing the Empress again, and then when looking at this 6 of Coins, and the biggest thing is because you're in such a chill, good mood, you're allowing yourself like opportunities for generosity, you're allowing yourself to enjoy your time, and then, you know, being in a good mood, particularly if you got phone calls or information, or, you know, there's just something about if your aura is shiny versus grim and spiky that will invite in good things. So again, this decision that you're going to make, or that you have the opportunity to make, because I'm not going to sit here and say that everyone is going to choose to have the best day. The point of this reading is to inform you that you have the option to choose to have a good day. At the end of the day, as my mother says, life is choice driven. So even if you have the choice for things to go good for you, you can choose to make them go bad. It's a balance to a coins. What's this card? Oh, they said, and we're done. This is one of my bookend cards. The balance. And I think that that's them saying, put these cards down. What are you shuffling for? The world. You're going to find balance, and in finding your balance, you're going to access the world. Ooh, Ace of Wands again. So there's like a creative spark and an energy coming up for you. And then Two of Cups, a lot of twos. Again, you've got a lot of energy. You've got, ooh, it really wanted to slide off to make, you know, like, again, that Two of Wands that we saw earlier. I don't even think that Two of Wands is still out here. That was earlier. That feels like the Two of Wands trying to come back. So twos are important. 8, 2, that's 10. That's completion. You got the world right here. That's the completion of cycles. So maybe in you making this decision, you're completing a cycle, or maybe you're showing the closing of a cycle. Like you've made a decision. Because I'm getting somebody who, like, maybe you historically would engage in whatever petty silliness it is, where it's like, oh, we're gonna get a good result no matter what in the end, but do we want to fight and give each other a headache while we're waiting for the good result that we know is coming in? Or do we want to instead use our time for something more productive, like, you know, lowering our cortisol levels? And it seems like most of you are going to choose to lower your cortisol levels. And for those of you that don't choose to lower your cortisol levels, I don't think it's like a lost cause. You're not going to lose out on like an amazing, insane opportunity. Like you're not going to miss out on something. Well, in a way, I'm getting, it's not going to go as sweet, as smooth, as great as it could go. So like you're not going to lose out on anything. This isn't one of those, oh, you've got to act this way, or the tower shall fall upon you. No, from what I'm seeing, I'm telling the truth. No, from what I'm seeing, most of you are the ones who are knocking that tower down. You said, Mother Gothel, Mother does not know best. I'm knocking this down. I'm good. I'm good on it. 5 and 10. You said, in fact, I'm not even fighting with y'all about it no more. I'm not even fighting about it with y'all no more. This is the 5 of Swords. That's like combat. That's battle. That's going against other people. 10 of Swords, the swords are in. You said, I'm over it. I'm over it. I love that for you. I love that for you. Dylin loves that for you. Squeak loves that for you. She's actually waiting for me to let her out so she can go do devilment to the caravan. So, oh my God. Thank you, Dylin. Guys, I'm gonna remember to disconnect you during the video. Yay! We all cheered and everyone cheered. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and dust you off since I remembered. You know, it gets a little sticky and I'd like to send you off clean. Because remember, we're having funsies here. Yeah, we uncover some serious stuff. And yeah, it do be getting deep. But at the end of the day, we did ask what would happen if you went to the local grocery store. The question might be silly, but the answers we get, kind of serious. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to disconnect us. Thank you for joining us at the tent. I love a little popping vibe. Hee.